Hey there, welcome to the Listen Somewhere channel. Welcome to a pick a card of what turns them on about you. We have pile 1 or yellow ducky. We have pile 2 or ghost. And we have pile 3 pink ducky. We can call it friendly ghost, I guess. Pick your pile. What turns them on about you? What about you turns them on? I'll see you in your pile. Bye. Hello, yellow ducky. I wish it made a sound like rubber ducky. Everybody knows rubber ducky, you're the one. Okay. Clock that reference. Who's old enough to get that? Alright, friends. Yellow ducky. What turns this person on about my yellow ducky loomies? Nope, we're not doing all that. Nope. The connection, first of all, the Emperor in reverse. The connection turns them on. The fact that you choose them and they chose you turns them on. And the thing is, it's like, the thing about you is you make them fold. Like, you make them fold. That's really what I just want to keep saying. You make this person fold. This person, this person could be someone who's, and I'll describe this in two ways, okay? This person could be someone who's always on their game. Okay, this person could be someone who's always fiery, who's always got something to say, who is stable, who is, got their I's dotted and their T's crossed. Their T's crossed and their I's dotted. But you make them do that. You make them stutter. You make them misplace their words. That, number one. And the fact that, like, they like it. They like the chaos that you bring into their organized world. And that's not something this person would want. That's not something this person would choose, and yet they have chosen you. Right? Like, they would choose you. You make rainy days better. When rainy days come, even if you brought them on, it still turns them on how they're not as affected by it in the way that they used to be, because it's you. Something else about this person is how you are kind of like a fucking storm. Like, I'm not gonna say that you're go with the flow, etc., etc. Like, I think you could be. I think you're someone who is someone that is both orderly and disruptive at the same time. I think you're someone who can start over easily, even after working so hard at something. Like, you're someone who can kind of go, oh man, that didn't work out. Oh well, we'll try again. Like artists who, after working on a painting for several hours, and they just look at it and they go, nah, it's not working, and start over. That turns them on. Your body also turns them on. There's certain features about your body that I'm not gonna, like, well, that kind of seem like they wouldn't belong to someone with your body, but clearly they're on your person, as in they're on you, they're on your body, and they kind of like it. This is like if you're a woman and you have like hairy armpits, hairy legs, hairy arms, hairy, etc., etc. They're kind of like, oh, I like that. If you're a man and you have, I don't know, like no hair, you're hairless, your body doesn't grow hair, and they're kind of like, yeah, I like that. Or maybe you have like a tummy and they're kind of like, I kind of like that. Like there's something like, or maybe you have like a strong jaw, and maybe you're not the type of person who would have a strong jaw. I don't know, but like some feature that may not traditionally belong, or that externally people might go, oh, okay, but you have it and it's hot. It's like maybe, yeah, I don't know. Someone has like, I mean, I'm feeling like someone who has a deep voice, and it's like, it's, it's interesting that they have a deep voice. Like, why is that voice so deep or raspy or something? What about you turns them on? Jesus Christ. Six of Cups in reverse. You're very different from what they thought, and they like that. Again, right? It's that whole thing of like you being disruptive. You being a disruptive force. Like you being a disruptive force to their order. Or you being someone who is orderly, but then you go with the flow when things mess up. And like that's so attractive. With the Six of Cups, I'm getting somebody who doesn't remind them of their past. The thing about you that turns them on is you don't bring back memories of this person that I was with, or this person that I used to be with, or that's the same thing. Or, you know, these experiences that I've had, like you kind of bring a newness to them that they get to explore. It's like a new world. And again, we have a 6 here, and I was talking about choice because I saw the Lovers while shuffling. You give them something new that they wouldn't have chosen, but really, really what they needed. That they didn't know exactly that it was what they needed, but they knew that they needed it. Right? Like that whole thing of like, however you are, whether like, let's say you are a little bit disruptive, or you are someone who does go with the flow, even when you've been disrupted, and they honor that. Like they really like that. Like it's sexy. It's not something that they saw or experienced too much in their lives, and so that's nice. Also, if this is like this person likes that you can dominate them. Yeah. I was gonna say for some of you, but yeah, there's something here where like you can dominate them. And like definitely like, you know, for some of you in the bedroom, for others of you or all of you or whatever, in other ways, like you can have like an argument that is not an argument as in but like an argument as in a point of view that can topple their own, you know, and like that's sexy. Like you can dominate them in certain ways, and that's what turns them on. And the thing is, I don't think you know this. Like the things that turn them on about you are not things that you would think. Like you would think, oh, this, that, but it's actually not. Even when I talk about like your body, it's literally a part of you that you're just kind of like, oh, what? And they're like, yeah, I just love your jaw. It's so sharp it can cut me. I like that. What? Yeah. With the Six of Cups, like I'm picking up on somebody who introduces them to a new world, a new way of being. And then we have the Hermit. You make them think. The way that you think turns them on. I'm telling you, like, like the way that you think, like that's not what you thought coming here. The way that you think turns them on. The way that you can be out there in the world, or being yourself. I was gonna say your bright shiny self, but how you can perform in the world, but you also can be very thoughtful and pensive, and you think deeply. Like, you could be someone who maybe presents childlike or innocent or whatever, but you catch people off guard by how actually really thoughtful that you are. And by that, I don't mean like, oh, you're such a sweetie. No, like, you're someone who thinks things through, and you're not just approaching life from a la 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 la. It gives off la 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 la, but that's like because you've thought things through, and you know that it's just best to scrap this painting and start over, because you're just gonna spend the same amount of hours and end up with a bad result if you keep going, right? Like, you're someone who will do something for fun, but it's not just for fun. It's actually got like long-term benefits, or it just makes you happy, whatever. The Hierophant to me is something that about you turns this person on, is like your brain, like your long game thinking, your solitude. When you're quiet, they're pulled to you. When you're not in their face, they're drawn to you. They want to know what you're doing, what you're thinking, where you're at. Like, when you're quiet, this person wants to be in your world, in your face. It turns them on when you're quiet, because I don't know, this person wants to be dominated by you. What? This person wants your attention when you're quiet. I'm gonna go. This is good enough. I want to do another one of these another time, so stick around. Make sure you subscribe so you're around when I do it again. I don't want you to miss it. But this is what I have for you for now. Goodbye, yellow ducky. Keep your light on and good luck. Bye. Hey there, ghosty. Hey there, friendly ghost. We're going to be looking at what about you turns them on. So far, the reading has been quite interesting, if I'm honest with you. It's... I blacked out. It's not giving what I thought it'd be giving, but it is actually giving what I thought it'd be giving. What turns them on about ghostly, friendly ghost here? Yo, really? I think it was the magician. The magician is in what, the reverse or the upright? All right. What turns them on about you is the magician. You are hot, you are sexy, you are someone who is very skilled in where you are skilled. Okay. Is it skilled in the bedroom? That's your business. Is it skilled in your work? That's your business. Is it skilled in your craft, right? Same thing as work in some way in your craft and what you do. That's your business. Are you skilled in tending to people? Are you skilled in keeping your home? Are you skilled in keeping yourself? Like, your skills and your ability to make things happen and to move things, like your expertise, your ability to turn nothing into something, your like homemaking skills, your homesteading skills. It's like you're the person who's out here making cake. I don't know, girl. I covered it, girl. What are we trying to do? You're the one making, these food spreads. You made your own cheese. You made your own butter, you made your own buttermilk, you baked your own da 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 da, like you plucked from the garden, and like you made this all. And that's what turns them on about you. That's what about you turns them on. You're someone who has experience in even like your sexual world or knowledge, whether you don't have straight experience, maybe you studied how to please a partner, or you're just so curious, or you just innately have those skills. I don't know, your life and how you use those skills and how you do what you do when you're doing what you're doing. Is doing it well, and you're making their head spin. They're making their head spin. You're someone who, when you say you're gonna do something, you do it, and that turns them on. You're someone who is well-rounded, right? Like you're someone who can switch it up from being, I was gonna say a Madonna to a whore, like to you're someone who can switch it up from being a yeah, I mean that whole thing of like something in the streets and something in the sheets, like you can do it all. You're highly skilled. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I just immediately I heard impatient. Immediately I heard impatient, which is crazy because we have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck too, and at the top we have who? The Tower. Seeing the Seven of Pentacles in reverse is giving impatient, but I think what I'm seeing here is you could be impatient, but you don't give up, right? Like you won't give up. If let's say you're sharing an intimate moment with them, and you didn't get the result you wanted. You didn't get a sound you wanted, you didn't get a movement you wanted, you didn't get something you wanted. And you're like, rats, crap. Let's go again. Let me try that again. Let me try it again until I get it right. That's what I'm seeing here. You continuing to try and not giving up. You may be impatient, but I feel like that impatience shows up in your perseverance to keep going. You know what I mean? What? So, yeah, even if you're somebody who maybe has a bad day and something didn't work out and you're crying about it, you're moping around about it, and they think, oh, this is over, it didn't work out. You have your moment, you allow yourself your moment, but you get back out there. And that's really attractive. Like that turns them on, like, ooh, I felt that in my body. Whoa. Like that kind of thing turns them on. Like I'm seeing somebody who's going to the gym and continuing to try, right? Like who's continuing to put in like that dedication, even though, you know, it's hard, even though they're impatient and the like. This is so funny. Look at those Four of Cups. This is the Before Tarot. And I love it. Look at that. Sweet pie. Yeah, I don't think you give up. I think you keep going until you get what you want. But the nice thing about the Four of Cups is eventually this Four of Cups starts off strong. And then they look at their options and they keep learning, right? They keep learning from every experience that they've had. So you're someone who does keep learning. You're someone who takes the experiences that they've had, will enjoy them, will feel the weight of those emotions, feel the weight of everything, and you won't stop until something is really no longer for you. If you still have a fire for something, you'll keep going. But you're also not afraid to walk away, and to walk away cleanly, because actually you've done the best that you could, and you've stopped when it's no longer interesting to you. You stopped when it no longer serves you. And that turns them on because you could leave them if you wanted to. But the fact that you're still with them, or the fact that maybe you did leave them for some of you, or the fact that you choose them is a turn on for them, because they know that pile-friendly ghost is gonna Casper the heck out of there if they're not happy. And the fact that like you stick around with them, if this is someone that you know you're with or will be with, is good enough reason for them to see like, oh, it turns me on that they're choosing me, like it's hot. The 10 of Wands in reverse. Exactly. If the burden is too great, you will let it go. Bye. If the passion is gone, you will let it go. Bye. You're not sticking around with something that you don't want to be in. You may be impatient, you may want what you want, but you're not stopping until you have it, until you've honed the skill, until you've done the thing. And you're only stopping if you don't want it anymore. Same with the relationships. Like you're gonna walk away if you're not happy. And that's what turns them on. Because people love knowing to some degree that the person they're with could leave them at any time. And there's something about that turns people on. They love it. It's just a thing. It turns them on. It makes the passion that much more. I don't, is it dysfunctional or is it just human nature? I don't know, babe. I don't know. But there's something about knowing that someone who is with you is valuing you and that thing that you share enough to stay, and like you're gonna honor that. You're a whole free spirit, but also not very structured. Okay, hot ghost. I'll see you next time. Keep your light on. Good luck. Let me know what comments, what other readings you would like. Bye. Hey, Pink Ducky. Oh my gosh. Hey, Pink Ducky. What? Oh, this would have been helpful. What turns them on about you? When in doubt, go with 11. Page of Pentacles in reverse. That's so crazy. What turns them on about you? You're not going to put your time in things that you don't want to. I just feel like we read this pile though. Like, I feel like we already did this reading, but okay. You're not going to start something unless you can win it. Like, you're not going to just try at something. You're someone who is pretty focused on what you want. You may have a younger face for your body. You may have a younger body for your face. Yeah, for your face. You may have a younger face or body for your age. Okay. Or you may have an older face for your age. Like, there's something about that turns them on. So for some of you, yeah, like you might be older than you look, and that turns them on because, yay, I get someone who looks young and is still age appropriate. You got me? You're someone who's effortless. Like, you're one of those people who's a makeup, no makeup, right? Look, or you don't wear makeup, or you have a very minimal makeup routine. You're one of those people who rolls out of bed and goes outside. Are you a man? You know what I mean? Do you just put on gray sweatpants, put on a white t-shirt and call it a day? And that's you looking hot. It's almost like you don't have to try. And it turns them on when you don't try. Like, it turns them on when you're in your I'm not trying clothes. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what I mean. When you just look like you rolled out of bed. And you look great. Like, you look great. You can get away with that. Like, you're effortlessly just a cutie patootie pie. What is that? You can do the most minimal thing and you're like, wow, you stand out in a way. You can be somebody that blends into a crowd, but once someone sees you, they cannot unsee you. You know what I mean? Like, drink every time I say, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you're someone who once you can blend into a crowd, okay, bye, whatever. But once they see you, they can't unsee you. You no longer blend into the crowd. You stand out. And like, that turns them on, excuse you. Oof, that's what I'm saying. The Empress. Let's keep going on that thread. You're a star. You're in bloom. Even if like even that whole thing, like, you're kind of a showstopper, babe. Like, I don't think you know this because I was gonna say something really self-centered, but like, it's true. I'll skip it. You're a star. Everybody wants your attention, and I don't think you know it. Like, you're someone who they are turned. Oh, okay, I'm gonna put the deck down so I can really get into this juice. Excuse me, good juice. You're someone who you turn them on because they think, number one, you're like really curvy. You're beautiful, right? You've got soft features. You've got curves in all the right places. Your muscle, your softness, whatever. Your vibe is just like, you're doing good. You're doing good. This is that I got good genes. This is that I put money into my look to look effortless, okay? You don't have to try, and even if you do, it doesn't matter. Like, you still look good, okay? They can't tell that you tried. Anyway, they can't tell that you tried, but no, I'm picking up on somebody here who I mean, you're a star. Like, this isn't a star, this is the Empress, but like, you just shine. They like your body. They like where your body bends and curves and dips. They like what it looks like when you walk. They like how clothes drape your body. It looks good. Okay? This is the most physical of the piles. I feel so sad for the other piles, but that was actually like some really good readings. You seem like you're someone who's in control, but at the same time, like, you don't care. Like, things work out for you anyway. You're one of those people that I feel like doesn't know how pretty they are, or even if you do, you downplay it and you don't realize that you are someone who is actually desirable. I want to flick your forehead because you're one of those people that says shit about themselves, but actually has a great smile, great eyes, great laugh, great voice, great body, and you're comparing yourself to other motherfuckers. And if you saw your body on someone else, you'd probably go, wow, that person is really beautiful. But because it's you, you're going to say some dumb shit about yourself. Let's keep it moving. You stand out in a crowd, and even if you blend in, you don't. Like, you just don't. Yeah, because once you're seen and you're not unseen. You can never be unseen. And if anything, people look for you. And the thing is, this person, it turns them on because they know that other people want you. They can see other people looking at you. And you don't see it at all. And it turns them on that other people want you. And honestly, rightfully so. The Magician. Yeah. It's giving a little bit of like insecurity on their end, which honestly, I get it. I didn't want to say it, but I'm saying it now. Yeah. Here's the thing, Pal Duck. Pal Pink Duck. You don't try. I'm really just getting somebody who doesn't try. And maybe you do in your own way, but it turns them on when you don't try. Again, like it turns them on when you're in your moo-moo, when you're in your do-rag, when you're in your sweats, when you're in your just outside out the shower, like you just being you is effortlessly, like you don't have to try. It doesn't matter. They like when you're not trying. What actually is this? They like that you can ask for help. They like that they can fill in the gaps for you. They like when they can give something to you. They like when they can raise you up or pick you up, because quite frankly, that's them trying to reach the pedestal that they've put you on. That's them trying to justify them being in your life or being next to you or wanting to be next to you or what have you, or having you in the future, because you're on the fucking pedestal. And when you don't have something, they like it because then they can try and supply it. And it turns them on to be of service to you. Oh, let's say that again for the people in the back. It turns them on to be of service to you, because this person, I don't think they deserve you, baby. They like that you may not have it all together, but you don't care. You don't give a shit. You don't care. That's how this person perceives you, as like not giving a shit, but living well, like being okay. You know, like you're not putting on airs, you're not performing. To them, that's how they see you, right? Like that, at least in what turns them on, is when you are in this phase, this mode, as they perceive you as someone who's just effortlessly effervescent. Like, what is that? You know, the other piles got a lot more character, less body yada yada stuff. But like, oh my god, like this one's so much body yada yada. I don't even know what character I could pull from this. Like it's there. But yeah, they could be, if you're a mother, they could be attracted to the fact that you are a mother. And that would make sense, because if you're a mother, then this is someone who, let's say you're a single mom, this is someone who would want to be able to help you. Like, yeah, like you don't have it all together. They would want to be able to assist. I don't know if they can assist, but they would want to be able to. Right, I think, yeah, for single parents, there's that. And if you're not a single parent, maybe you have a partner, this person can just peep in through the windows and wish they could be with you, but they could never, because your pedestal is so high. They're like, that ain't even for me. Let me stick to my station. I need to pull another card for this bio, because what the fuck? What turns them on about you? What about you turns them on? You don't flaunt yourself. Did I say that already? Like you just like live. You're very balanced. You don't flaunt yourself. You just live. Like you're one of those cool people. Like you're like the cool girl, the it girl. Like you're that girl without being that girl. Like you're just her. You're just him. You know what I mean? Like you're just that guy that you know, he's there and he enters the room, you know, let's say you go to a function and it's a private function, right, at someone's house or something. I'm so old school, it's like a party. Not a function, but and someone opens the door and they're like, hey, Norm! It's giving cheers. And you're like, who the fuck is Norm? Everybody's like on Norm's dick. You know what I mean? Like everybody's out here for Norm. And then you meet Norm and you're like, oh my God, I get it. Norm! I get it. Like, you're Norm. Or Norma. Whatever. Whatever you go by. Doesn't matter. You still that girl, that boy, you still that thing. And you don't even try. Like, Norm, I'm not going to say Norma showing up with stains on the clothes or Norma coming in with like grossly disheveled hair, but Norma is, maybe she got a little sweat, a little mist on her, you know? She's Russian. She wanted to make the event, and maybe her hair is not as perfect as it was when she left the house, you know? But there she is with her bright smile, and you're like, fucking Norma, dude. She's great. You know, she remembers everybody's name. She's chill. Norm is out here being like, can I get you a drink? Let me help you out. Like, it's hot. Like, they're just, you're Norma. Come through, Pink Duck. Your balance of being able to suss what's important to pay attention to is great. I think your ability to, you have chemistry too, right? Like, they find you really attractive, period. You have a body type that they like. I don't care what you think your body is, but they like it. They like it a lot. They like it big time. They don't know what to do with it. They like it. They're in a tizzy over what they want to do with it, but let's move on. They like your balance. They like your sense of nurture. They like your sense of style. They like your sense of, I feel like, belonging. And they like your mood. Like, you're not erratic in any way, right? You're not like overly this or overly that. You're just kind of like tempered. And even if you are this and that, like, it calms down pretty quickly. Like, you're chill. You're just like that cool person. Let me know what reading recommendation you have in the comments. I'm gonna go. Keep your light on, good luck, and I will see you next time. Pile Pink Dot. Bye.